back to Burton's Academy. I'm glad to have you with me today. During this session, I will show you the cash coding screen within the bank account. So starting on the dashboard screen, we will go to Business Bank Account and Cash Coding. This screen may not be used by yourself typically. You should have access to it, but you might not depending on your subscription. So if you do have access to this, what you'll see is all of the transactions that will be on your Reconcile tab, but in more of an Excel format. This makes it really easy for you to find the transactions you're looking for. Initially, mine start in date order, but what I can do is I can click on any of the top sections that are highlighted in blue. So that is the payee, reference, description, spent and received. And I can sort it by those instead. So for example, click on payee, and now I have all my 7-Elevens at the top, and then Smart Agency and so on at the bottom. I might be looking for a received item though, so I want to put all of them at the top. So I click it once and then click it again to put them at the top. And now I can see my e-bank deposits at the top. So this is where cash coding comes in really handy. E-bank deposit doesn't tell me who the customer is, and therefore this isn't helpful when I'm looking at who owes me money and who doesn't. So therefore what I can do on this particular transaction is I can click on the payee name, so that's the e-bank deposit, and I can change that to a different name altogether. And so I know, for example, Port and Phillip Freight are the customer in this example. And so I can start typing in their name. It will provide me with their name. And then I can click on that and it will update because I've clicked on both of them in this box. Once I click away, it will then update both of their contact names. So if I have another transaction and I then click on that green box, that won't now change this contact name. I need to have the transaction ticked and then change the name. Otherwise, it won't know to change all of them at the same time. And similarly, this allows you to add the account in the same time. So this is then sales. It will provide the VAT rate within your Xero for your VAT for your sales. So you might need to update that if this hasn't been automatically updated. And if you have a region and want to fill that in, for example, I can do that. And now, when I'm happy with this transaction, I can either add a description as well, or I can leave that blank. So this one might be, for example, April payment, and then the other one might be a advanced payment for May. But as you can see, that has updated both of them as April. So what I now need to do is untick one of them and update that individually, and that can therefore update both of them as April and May. And now I click on both of them again to then go down to the bottom, save and reconcile selected. And then that'll just tell me what has been completed. So 2 transactions have been saved, and I can click OK on that. This screen is really helpful and it's a really easy way of using this. So again, you've got your central city parking. I can tick all of them off in the same go. I can say their general expenses, and that's it, save and reconcile. However, with the new rules of making tax digital, you might want to start having your invoices or bills saved into Xero and not do this process manually to then maybe have the bills keyed in a different way. So you might not want to use this functionality very much. Completely your choice though. It is the way you work or the way your accountant works. So again, in this example, if we want to reconcile these, I can just click save and reconcile and they will come up as being completed, and I can click OK and see them cleared off the list. That's everything for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Like and subscribe for more content.